All right. So, it's the Yack Sports Talk Radio. I'm your boy Haas. I'm in the house with Dev and Zach.
How you doing?
There he is. There he is. So we're in here. So, all right, man. We had obviously we had the NFL this weekend. A couple things going on in the NFL. Period. We had the AB situation that went on for a few weeks. Still going on. We have a lot of stuff going on. Guys, what's the biggest thing that's been happening right now?
No. See, before the show, I was talking to Zach about something, and I think like when I went home after the first show, I was thinking last night's game, Dallas and New Orleans. It was kind of controversial towards the ending because if you hear in the beginning of the game, they said Sean Payton loved this head referee. Every time he had him as a head ref, he was 11-1.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, it could sound biased, it could not, but at the end of the game, last play, Hail Mary from Dak, you can't say that wasn't a roughing the passer.
Right.
And that, if that was called, it's a 54-yard field goal, and it's a makeable field goal from Red Line.
So your point is what? That the Cowboys should have got another play at the one?
Yes.
Nah, I don't agree with that. So Zach, you saw the game last night, man. I mean the Saints. They had 4 field goals. They won the game, beat the Dallas Cowboys with 4 field goals. You think the Cowboys should have got one more play?
Well, with the way the refs have been calling things, it doesn't shock me.
Right.
And I'm obviously no Dallas fan, but I do think that maybe they should have called that penalty.
So here's my thing on it, right?
But,
Here's my thing. First of all, that pass was short, right? Completely short.
Yeah.
He got hit as he was throwing the pass. That, right? So it wasn't reaching the end zone. There wasn't any, the offense, it wasn't the offensive player's ball at that point. It really wasn't. It was more like that thing was going to get picked off regardless. So if it was closer to the goal line, where it was an equal opportunity for the offense and the defense to possess the ball, yes. Yeah. Let's if somebody's hit, let's throw that flag. But at that point, it's not even near the end zone. Yeah, we could probably run another play, but it was just the way that play turned out. The blitz, that corner blitz, that slot corner blitz, destroyed that whole last play. He
came in unblocked.
There's 1,001 reasons why the Cowboys lost that football game, and that last play wasn't one of them.
He didn't lead with the helmet either. It was a clean hit.
Yeah, well, that was completely clean. That's football.
And he was coming in so fast, I don't think he could have let up.
That's football. That's football. So that's what happened yesterday. The Cowboys, they fell. They ran into they finally ran into a professional football team.
Yeah.
And a backup quarterback.
The best backup quarterback.
But he plays a very, very simple meat and potatoes offense when he's in there. He doesn't make mistakes. He's checked down Charlie.
It was more the defense that
defense balled out. Yeah, and they game plan. They game plan the Cowboys perfectly. Like we said earlier, hey man, you take out.
They did their film.
Yeah.
They held Zeke to 35 yards and you put the ball in Dak Prescott's hand against a good defense like that. Sometimes it may work, and this time it didn't work.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that one, man. Cowboys fell. They ran into somebody and they fell, and they face Aaron Rodgers next week, which is going to be a problem because he's coming off a loss.
And Tyron Smith just got ruled out for next high ankle sprain.
Now we know what happened 2017 in particular when they lost Tyron Smith. They lost Smith and they lost Zeke at the same time.
And Adrian Claiborne had a field day. Had
the best day of his career.
That was. Will it happen again? I think so. Rashawn Gary's a dog.
I mean, outside of Dak and Zeke, Smith is your best player.
Yeah.
He's your most important player.
He protects that.
100%.
Yeah.
So look for Green Bay, who has a good defense, but they got torched by Philly.
They got great pass rush.
But they definitely have a strong defense. And Aaron Rodgers is mad about that loss, man. He thought it was very winnable. And look for Green Bay to really bring it to the Dallas Cowboys, and we got to see how Dallas responds. We have to see how it responds because the first 3 weeks were nothing but praise. Even from my end, they look like the best team in football. Well, not the best team. The Patriots are the best team. But they look like either they could be the second or the third best team in the NFL, period. So once they went up against an opponent that was able to challenge them, they failed that test.
They fell short.
So you don't want to be the team that can't that can't. You beat up on all the little teams, but then when you finally get into some competition, you fell at that opportunity, right? So we'll see what goes on with Dallas next week. Also,
both teams got to jump back and
just, yeah, and
don't underestimate Kansas City either.
Oh, the Kansas City Detroit game was fun to watch.
Yeah,
a joy. That was back and forth. The second half was amazing. The first half was a bore, but the second half was amazing. That offense, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he is the Steph Curry of football.
Now,
like he's changing the game, the position of quarterback.
And he's young.
He's
and
just
many years ahead of him.
It's electric. His arm is not. You can't go in a lab and create an arm that he has.
You can't do anything better than Patrick Mahomes doing right now.
He's amazing. He's definitely probably the most talented.
Most talented quarterback in the league. Right
It would shock me.
Absolutely most talented.
It would shock me if Andy Reid doesn't come home with a Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes.
I mean,
he's had so many good teams, but I think this is the best one he's had. One of them.
Last year's team should have been in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I agree.
Again,
with penalties.
But then that goes back to Andy Reid. So you bring up Andy Reid, right? Andy Reid in the biggest games,
he folds.
Now we have a whole history, a whole track record of games where his teams either start out slow. He doesn't call the plays that he should. Like he started out so slow against New England. That's what beat them. It wasn't New England driving down, taking the lead, and then then Kansas City had to kick a field goal to go to overtime, and then New England basically driving down Kansas City's tired defense. That wasn't the reason they lost. They lost because of the first half where they wasn't able to score.
There's 60 minutes in a game, and you have to play all of them.
Yeah,
every minute.
Absolutely.
Every minute counts.
Absolutely.
Now that we're on the head coach of Andy Reid situation and everything, do you guys think that Jason Garrett still deserves his job, playoffs or not, with Dallas?
If he makes the playoffs, he definitely keeps his job. Yes.
I mean, where we're going to measure him at, because he has to win. He has to get to the championship game.
Yeah.
I
feel like if he doesn't take this team far enough, he needs to go.
Yeah, because you guys been in. You being a Cowboys fan, you guys been in the second round quite a few times.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't go further.
But that's not. At this point, it's like we can't be in the second round again. So rather doesn't matter if you're a wild card team or you get a bye or whatever. Like you have to get to the championship game. There has to be growth. It has to be that team has to evolve from being just a team that makes the playoffs. Like you have to be a contender. You can't be a contender if you're not making it to championship games and Super Bowls. So let's be real here.
One weakness I think is now coaches like Doug Peterson's a great example of this. Is a lot more aggressive on fourth down. Jason Garrett's the type of guy to punt on fourth and one and on the 50-yard line. On the 50-yard line, punts it 4th and 1, like the Houston game. The Houston game last year on Sunday night, perfect example of that. So, I think that he's got to start getting aggressive. But if he doesn't and can't, and like you said, if he can't get past the NFC Championship game or the second round, then I feel like his job might be in jeopardy.
Okay.
But I still feel like that if they do make the playoffs, he's going to keep his job.
All right. So, what do you guys think about Tampa Bay going into LA and putting up a franchise record 55 points on the the defending NFC champion Rams? How do you guys feel about that? What did you take from that game?
Well, Goff did throw 3 interceptions, and turnovers don't win you games.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But other than that, I mean, maybe Tampa Bay, maybe there's something in them that we don't know about.
Tampa's still a young team. Tampa is a young team. 4-year players. And then Jameis, for example, he could be good.
He looked good yesterday for the most part.
He could be good. Great. And if Jameis can keep doing this and being consistent throughout his career,
and that's the problem. You brought up the word consistent. Yeah. He hasn't been consistent, or he's been consistently bad. Like it's either he's inconsistent or he's consistently bad. We haven't seen consistent.
We haven't
good
seen a great Jameis Winston.
Like we had like a full slate of games where he's just been like that dude, and we've been waiting on it. Like, oh, this is the year.
And he has weapons.
Just hasn't stepped up. He hasn't taken that next step that everyone expected him to.
Yeah, I think he blew it. He blew his opportunity really last year coming back, watching how Ryan Fitzpatrick ran that offense and was explosive. And he had not only Mike Evans, but he had Deshaun Jackson on the other side. And he failed to get that rapport with Deshaun Jackson. That's why Deshaun Jackson's not there now.
Yeah.
So now, seeing yesterday, you can see like the potential that teams can air it out. Like Evans had a big day. Like
Chris Godwin had a
huge day. So it's like this team, like the Tampa could be pretty good, and they are talented.
Tampa
so it's not like
have a future.
It's not like
young. Their defense is, especially their defense is young and good.
Yeah.
It could be something.
All right, cool.
Now on to Pittsburgh. It might be a little tough, but Ryan Clark, I saw earlier today that he doesn't rank Jalen Ramsey as the top 5 defender. Do y'all think Jalen Ramsey is the top 5 defender?
Absolutely. I've seen it with my own eyes.
I've been saying all week the Eagles need to pursue him.
Yeah,
they definitely want him.
I don't get the fact how he's not a top 5 defender in the league right now. Like, yeah, it's Khalil Mack, Stephon Gilmore, of course. All them, he's definitely part of that top 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, fellas.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Em, and this is Sports Yack. So basically, we're going to be talking all sports all the time. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all that. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. We want to interact, and we're looking forward to everything. So tune in.